Hey guys, this is Michael, and today we're playing Street Fighter Alpha 3 on the Street Fighter Alpha Anthology for the PlayStation 2, also available on the Xbox, the original Xbox. I almost said 360 there. This is probably the best Street Fighter Alpha game. This has a shitload of characters. I originally played a lot of this on the PlayStation 1. Believe it or not, there's a Game Boy Advance version of this too. I heard the best home port was the Dreamcast version. I don't know. I don't think I ever played the Dreamcast version. I just played the PlayStation 1 version, and this is supposed to be like the arcade version. So I guess this is supposed to be arcade perfect, but since I never played this in the arcade, I couldn't tell you. But I think this is the arcade code being emulated. And then we change our moves. I guess there's some stuff because the arcade wouldn't have survival and dramatic battle and training. At least I don't think it would. I just think that stuff added for this game, but it's for the most part it's the arcade game. And I haven't played the Dreamcast version, so I can't verify. I just played the PlayStation 1 version. I remember it having a pretty elaborate single player mode. But and the sprite animation for the PlayStation 1 was probably the best I had ever seen for a fighting game, because usually they had to take frames out, and that was probably the best traditional 2D fighting game, I guess, until Guilty Gear came out. I think that's the best one ever. I don't know what those guys know how to do. I don't know whether they have a Ouija board and they're summoning demons or what, but they were able to get some crazy sprites out of the PlayStation 1 or any system for that matter. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. Awesome commentary. Controller settings. This is all I meant to do. I hated watching other people do it on the video. I know, I suck. But I have to do it in mine, because I hate using the spongy buttons on the analog controller. I'm so happy that the PlayStation 4 won't have that issue. And vibration on, so I get aroused when I get hit. True story. Only way that works is I have to hold the controller somewhat close to the crotch hole region. Alright, let's go, now that you have that image in your head. Alright, so I believe the PlayStation 1 version, possibly the Dreamcast, had more characters. I could be wrong. I don't know. But you have a lot of characters from Street Fighter 2. Feels like the real deal. I don't know who to play as. And I really don't understand what all this shit is. I haven't got to this point yet, but I guess it's as complicated as you want the game to be. I don't know. Well, this game has a story mode. Cute. I didn't really want to play as him.
You can't give it up. Go for it, man.
Oh, it's on turbo so fast. I hate all these people I don't know any moves for. You notice I usually stick to Chun-Li because I know her move's the best. I'm getting wailed on. Apparently this game's a lot harder than the other ones, but how do you say his name? Adon or Adon? I don't know. I've never played on that before, probably since the PlayStation. And there's no moves list on this one. Well, this is the best of the alpha games. I just don't know how to play as this particular character. Well, I found out one move. Most of the moves in Street Fighter games are half a circle, so that's where I usually start with. That did not help me, however. I really don't like the artwork all too much for the character designs of this game.
Select your character.
I really like the SNK Versus series for that has like Capcom characters where wasn't Cammy in here? I'll play as this chick named Karen.
Fighting style.
I guess you gotta unlock the other ones, so I'll go to simple. Yeah. All this time I'm still picking the alternate color schemes. This is Cody, he's from Final Fight.
Nobody blink.
Apparently he was in jail all this time. He stabbed too many hookers, I guess. So is this the only stage that has a knife, or is there always a knife with Cody in it? Man, I haven't played this game in so long, I can't tell you anything. The years have not been kind. Ironically, I could play a Castlevania game and tell you a lot of stuff about it. But like I said, I wasn't a terribly huge fan. I'm just getting into playing these games now, which is the last year or so. And not really hardcore, but where I've gained a little bit of interest in them. One of the things I didn't like about these games that always turned me off is dying all the time, but that's how you get better. And I accepted the fact that I'll never be the best at this, so that helps. But I do hate the button mash. Oh, that's cool, this little guy.
Nobody blink. Triumph or die.
I was talking about the 2D art before. I was thinking about how stupid it sounded when I said this had the best 2D animation for a PlayStation 1 game. I switched to Guilty Gear. I'm never consistent. It's like on a thing. There'll be no spoilers, and then fortunately if there was, it wasn't because it was on purpose. Just it's impossible to know. But I didn't really spoil anything that you guys probably didn't already know about, because the thing's almost like a popular culture thing now.
What a terrible fighter.
You know, even though I won, I think he's talking about me being a terrible fighter. I really don't want to play as Little Red Riding Hood anymore.
Nobody blink. Triumph.
I'll try not to, but I might need teardrops. So, I love how they have to have clones of other characters. I think Guile's in this game in some type of form. But again, I remember more of the PlayStation version, and that game had a shitload of characters in it. At least my memory tells me that.
Hey, come on. Stand up. Face it straight.
Apparently, Charlie goes to the same shitty ass barber Guile does. Yeah, I know I suck. Man, the transparency in this game is so bad, it's distracting. Just don't add it if you have to make it look like that. That looks like when I tried to make transparencies in MS Paint. I don't even know who to play as now.
Select your fighting style.
I will. That's still alternate color. I don't know what the right color button is. And I'm not gonna play this game long enough to find out. So that would be a super long video. Oh, this is cute. Two grown-ass men fighting in a child's playground. That's safe. I forgot what the throw button was on here. I wish I knew attacks like that. That was just from button mashing. The supers are pretty hard to pull off in Street Fighter 4. I don't know how hard they are to pull off on this one. If I had the extra money, I'd get Street Fighter 3. That's why I played the demo for the video. Plus, it was enough time to make a decent length video, because that's all I would have been able to show you anyway. But I'd like to get that to learn the moves of the 2D character, because I think Street Fighter 4 and Super Street Fighter 4 changed the moves a little bit. Every time they come up with a new edition, everything's subtle. I know there was a pretty big difference in moves between when I was playing as Chun-Li and the original Street Fighter versus Super Street Fighter Turbo. Like, her moves were different. She's a lot easier to control in Super Street Fighter. Don't mess with me, I got my own personal medic. I only know how to do the simple moves. My finger's so sore because I've been playing all these Street Fighter games that I've recorded consecutively one after another. My thumb is quite sore. The PlayStation controller is not kind to the thumbs. Not that the Xbox one's any better. Probably should use the analog stick. But it's not really gonna matter, because I think after this I'm gonna call it a day. Well, there I go. Well, that was Street Fighter round 3. Oh, I was gonna end it. I forgot I won the first round. Hadouken, yeah. There. Anyway, now I can finish what I was saying. That was Street Fighter Alpha 3 for the Street Fighter Alpha Anthology. Also available on the Xbox. This is the PlayStation 2 version. Out of all these games, Street Fighter Alpha 3 is probably the best. I don't know how much this game is now, but I believe the PlayStation version is pretty affordable, and I actually think that's better than this version, even though it might not have as many frames as animation. and if you can find it and can afford it, the Dreamcast version is really the way to go from what I've read, because I think it's like the PlayStation version plus the arcade perfectness of everything. Perfectness. Yeah, I'm making up as I go. But yeah, I believe that's the way to go, because that doesn't have like the slight lost frames of animation, but you really don't notice it in the PlayStation version, and that has a lot of stuff going for it. You don't have to unlock every single character right up front, although if you like that, maybe you like the arcade version. This is just good because you get basically about 5 games, is it, I believe, for the price of one cheap game, if you get it used anyway. I don't know if this costs new. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling yet again. That's kind of becoming my signature, so maybe you're waiting for it, like some shitty actor with a catchphrase. I don't know. But thank you for watching, and take care. Bye.